This sense of duty manifests in tangible new responsibilities. In the spring of 2026, William and Catherine will formally become Grantors of Royal Warrants, a prestigious privilege that allows them to bestow official royal recognition on businesses that have supplied the household. This is more than a ceremonial title. It is a tool of soft power and economic patronage. William's private secretary, Ian Patrick, stated, "Their Royal Highnesses are delighted to be able to recognize and celebrate British industry, creativity, and skills through the granting of warrants. The move signals their growing autonomy and their role in shaping the commercial landscape associated with the crown."
Perhaps the most significant and challenging duty for William, however, is not constitutional but paternal. He is consciously redefining royal fatherhood, determined to raise his children, especially his heir Prince George, with a sense of normalcy and groundedness that was shattered in his own childhood by his mother's death. Ingrid Seward, editor-in-chief of Majesty magazine, observes, "I think William is anxious to bring him up differently to how he himself was brought up after his mother died. He is very conscious of not wanting George to be seen as an elitist kid. He just wants him to be as ordinary as he can be." This philosophy was on display in December 2025 when a 12-year-old Prince George joined his father at The Passage, a London homelessness charity. The visit was rich with symbolism. William's mother, Diana, had brought an 11-year-old William to the same charity in 1993. During the visit, William showed George the guest book containing Diana's signature from over 3 decades prior, literally connecting his son to his grandmother's legacy of hands-on compassion. Mick Clark, CEO of The Passage, noted George's eagerness to help, describing him as a lovely kid, very much like his dad actually, just wanted to get stuck in and help.
These moments are part of a careful, gradual introduction to public life. As Seward explains, William wants George to have a taste of it, but not the full meal. This deliberate approach extends to the Wales family's major personal transition in 2026. Prince George will turn 13 and begin secondary school, potentially as a boarder, marking a new chapter for the entire family. The monarchy William is being groomed to lead is one actively wrestling with its place in the 21st century. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond identifies maintaining the monarchy's relevance as one of the most formidable challenges facing William and Catherine. Their strategy to meet this challenge is twofold: a deep commitment to social causes and a savvy, modern approach to communication. The causes they champion, early childhood development, homelessness, mental health, and the environment, are intentionally linked to pressing social issues. Bond argues that this focus will help keep the monarchy relevant, and it is something William has earmarked as one of his most important functions. Simultaneously, the couple has embraced a bold social media strategy, sharing increasingly personal content to connect directly with the public, particularly younger generations. This has included Kate's video series on nature, William's emotional conversation about male suicide for World Mental Health Day, and intimate behind-the-scenes glimpses of their children's birthday photo shoots. This modernizing push occurs alongside their navigation of traditional royal crises. William has reportedly been a key supporter of his father's decisive actions regarding Prince Andrew, who has been stripped of his titles following scandals connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Managing such controversies while presenting a forward-looking, relatable family image is the tightrope William must walk. As 2026 begins, the British monarchy stands at a critical juncture, marked by both progressive momentum and profound personal fractures. This year promises significant institutional evolution, yet it is shadowed by a deepening estrangement between two brothers whose rift threatens the very family fabric of the institution. For Prince William, this period represents an unprecedented convergence of duty, legacy, and heartbreak. While he and his wife Catherine, the Princess of Wales, step into new formal roles and continue their work to modernize the crown, they do so against a backdrop of private turmoil and public scrutiny. This tension between public progress and private pain is not new for the royals, but in 2026 it reaches a new intensity. The year will see William assuming a bigger role as the future king, a development astrologers and royal watchers believe will activate his deep sense of duty from the very start of the year. Yet this expansion of responsibility coincides with what some insiders describe as a potentially literally explosive phase in his relationship with his brother, Prince Harry. It is within this charged atmosphere that a single, seemingly spontaneous moment of public connection would resonate deeply, offering a glimpse into the heavy personal cost of William's position. The moment that shook royal observers occurred not in a grand palace hall or during a state ceremony, but amid the casual, festive chaos of the royal family's annual Christmas walk at Sandringham. As William, Catherine, and their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, greeted well-wishers, the Prince of Wales spotted a familiar face in the crowd, John Lowry, a 70-year-old retired chef assistant widely known as Diana's biggest superfan. Lowry, whose hat was adorned with a dense collection of royal badges, was no stranger to William. The prince called out to him by name before doing something unscripted and profoundly personal. He introduced Lowry to his 3 children. In a soft voice heard by those nearby, William reportedly told them, "This man was a great supporter of your grandmother." The scene was captured in photographs, the young princes politely shaking Lowry's hand, Charlotte thanking him kindly for gifts, and George listening intently. The emotional weight of the interaction was immense. Here was William, the future king, publicly bridging the generational gap between his mother's legacy and his own children's lives. For fans who remember the young princes William and Harry walking behind their mother's coffin, the sight of William ensuring his own children know one of Diana's devoted followers was a powerful, poignant echo. The superfan himself, who had camped overnight in the cold to secure his spot, told the Daily Mail, "There's something special about sharing Christmas Day with the royals at Sandringham." Yet, for many watching, the sweetness of the scene was tinged with sadness. It served as a stark reminder of the family William has lost and the family that remains fractured. In one frame was the picture of continuity, a father passing on his mother's memory to the next generation. In the unspoken subtext was the absence of the other person who shares that memory most intimately, Prince Harry. The moment crystallized William's solitary position as the steward of his mother's public legacy, a role he now navigates without his brother by his side. The situation is further complicated by the precarious health of King Charles III. Insiders suggest that the monarch's ongoing battle with cancer adds a devastating layer of urgency and potential for explosion to the brothers' feud. One source ominously warned that if Charles were to pass away, the need for William and Harry to collaborate on funeral arrangements could cause tensions to explode like dynamite, especially amid rumors that William might seek to strip Harry of his royal titles. Despite this, Harry has publicly expressed a desire for reconciliation, particularly with his father. A brief meeting at Clarence's house in September 2025, their first in 19 months, lasted under an hour, but was seen as a tentative step. However, reconciliation with William appears a more distant prospect. A source close to Harry acknowledged, "He would like a relationship with his father. I don't think he's completely dropped the idea of feeling that he has been wronged." The path to brotherly peace seems to lie not with William and Harry themselves, but with the next generation. Brazilian psychic Atho Salome, whose predictions have garnered attention, has suggested that full reconciliation will come from the next generation, William and Kate's children rebuilding ties with Archie and Lilibet. But that's still years away. While navigating this profound family fracture, Prince William is simultaneously stepping into the most significant phase of his royal career. Astrologer Debbie Frank notes that from the very start of 2026, with a full moon activating his destiny point, William will be aware that the year is going to be high impact. She describes a man whose astrological profile in the sensitive sign of Cancer activates a powerful sense of duty, compelling him to step up even when he may personally feel like diving into his Cancerian shell. His empathy, she concludes, is his superpower as a future king.